Welcome back, campers. Hope you are adventuring through Adventure Week and enjoying yourself so far. So today we are going to be learning how to read bar graphs. Okay, hopefully you know what a bar graph looks like. You remember what it looks like visually, but if you don't, I'm going to show it to you today. Let's get started. All right, so a bar graph, every graph actually has a title, and every graph can be displayed differently. Some graphs are displayed vertically. That means up and down. That is our vertical graph. And some graphs are displayed horizontally. That means left to right. Those are our horizontal bar graphs, or graphs, because there are line graphs, there are circle graphs, there are all type of graphs. But today we are going to be looking at bar graphs. So I'm going to start with showing you what a vertical bar graph looks like today, and then tomorrow we'll get into a horizontal bar graph and what the graph displays. So each graph starts with a title. The title could be at the top here. Sometimes the title is at the bottom. So let's say we are looking at a graph that shows the number of cars. Okay. And let's just say we're talking about your classmates. You could be talking about your siblings, but we're going to compare the number of cars. So on a bar graph, you have your title. Then you have two sides, which represents your axis, which you'll get to in 6th grade. I'm not going to get into that. But one side would have represent something, and then the other side would represent something. Today, we are going to think about the number of cars that our classmates have. So let's say this side is going to represent the number of classmates. Okay. And let's think about the number of toy cars. To be more specific, the number of toy cars. So the number of classmates, if I see that title, automatically I'm thinking about numbers, right? So that means I should have a number line here. So number line is gonna start with 2. And it can, 0, And it can increase by whatever you wanna increase it by. Today, I'm gonna increase our number line in intervals of 2. So 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay, so my number line is increasing by 2s. And let's say 0 of my classmates have 0 cars, so that we would not represent this on the bar graph. Let's say 2 of our classmates have 5 cars. So I'm going to use that same interval on this side. Actually, I'm sorry. Not intervals. We're actually going to use colors. I'm sorry. So let's say blue. This side is going to represent the color of the cars. Okay. So blue, red, and let's just use yellow. So the title for this side would say color of cars. And I'm actually going to rename this. Okay, and you can rename this. This bar graph could actually be renamed to toy cars. toy cars of our classmates. So let's say 2 of our classmates have blue cars. So vertically, I would shade up to blue, make a bar at 2, actually I'm gonna say 3 because I took that right in between there. 3 of our classmates, because we know that 3 is in between 2 and 4, have blue cars, blue toy cars. So this is what that would look like on our bar graph. Then let's say 6 of our classmates have red toy cars. So I'm gonna take red all the way up to the 6th line, and then I'm gonna shade that in. So if you notice, the bars are going up and down, so this is a vertical bar graph. And then lastly, let's say 7 of our classmates have yellow cars. So I'm gonna go up, and we know we don't see 7 on this number line, but 7 is in between 6 and 8. So I would stop just right about there, and then I would shade like so. So this is called a vertical bar graph. It includes a title, and remember I changed our title, it's okay, to toy cars. Actually, I could write it up here at the top. Toy cars. Okay, and then what do we compare? We're comparing the number of classmates and the color of the cars. So 3 classmates have blue cars, 6 classmates have red cars, and 7 classmates have yellow toy cars. So this is called a bar graph, and a bar graph includes a title, an interval of numbers, and each side has a title label, okay? So hopefully you all recalled what bar graphs look like, and you're able to read them on your own if given one. And the last thing I am going to do is show you how to pull information from a bar graph. Let's say the question said, how many more classmates have red cars than blue cars? Okay, so we know red cars, the number was 6. Blue cars, the number was 3. So if it said how many more classmates have red cars than blue cars, that means I'm gonna subtract my red minus my blue. And the number that represented red was 6 minus the number that represented blue, 3, which is 3 classmates. So you've not only learned what a bar graph looks like visually, what information does it display, but you've also learned how to take information out of a bar graph and apply it to a question. All right, campers, see you tomorrow, and don't forget, believe in yourself.